wa Kisimu, habari, tie maber, mulembe, Uliena, Makwa. Your Excellency, President Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, mawaziri wote na watu wa Kisumu na Kenya. We are here to do a very important job. This is Kutema Extinde, meaning to break the ground. To break the ground for the railway from Kisumu to Malaba, the SGR, the modern railway. The railway is part of the rationalization. Hilo jambo la Kiingereza rationalization linamaanisha kuweka vitu barabara zaidi. This railway is part of the rationalization of our transport system, especially on the Uganda side, which is irrational and wasteful. Sauti, I'm scared. Hello? I was saying that the railway is part of the rationalization of our transport system, especially on the Uganda side, which is irrational and wasteful. Why? Because the items being transported are concentrated on the road, i.e. passengers, light cargo, heavy cargo, petroleum products are all on the roads. Sasa hivi usafiri kwa barabara ni mchanganyiko. Kwa lugha za Uganda tunasema akatogo. Akatogo means kuchanganya maharagwe na ndizi. So the transport now is akatogo on the roads. Our plan is to transfer all heavy cargo to the railway. Hii ndio maana ya hii mradi. Mizigo yote mizito sana toka kwa barabara kwenda kwa gari moshi. Ndio maana yake. Then transfer all the petroleum products to the pipeline. Gari za mafuta kwa barabara ni hatari kwa maisha, tena zinaharibu barabara na zinaleta ajali. So heavy cargo kwenda kwa gari moshi, mafuta kwenda kwa pipeline. The railway can combine also water transport. Now, this now leaves the roads for passengers and light cargo. This is the whole plan. Kutoa uharibifu na gharama kali kwa usafirishaji mizigo mizito kwenda kwa gari moshi. Mambo ya vitu vyote vya mafuta kwa pipeline. Hiyo inamaanisha nini? Kwa barabara tumeacha wasafiri, watu pamoja na mizigo maridadi. In transporting heavy cargo and petroleum products to the pipeline and the railway, we are not aiming at just convenience and crowding the roads by all the items, but we are also looking at the competitiveness of the economies. Kwa sababu bidhaa tunalima shambani, tunatengeneza viwandani, lazima hivi bidhaa mtu mwingine anunue. Sasa bidhaa zetu zikiwa gari kali vitakosa soko. Hakuna mtu anaweza kununua kitu cha bei ya juu, kumbe mchina anafanya kile kitu kwa bei ya chini. So it is madness to go on with the road transport for cargo for the railway. It is suicide. Tunakuwa tunajua sisi wenyewe. Hatuweze kushindana kwenye soko za ulimwengu. For Africa to survive, we have to not only produce products of high quality, but also affordable in terms of costs. Bidhaa zetu kutoka viwandani, kutoka shambani, lazima viwe kwenye hali nzuri, lakini vile vile kwenye gharama, kwenye low prices, gharama ya chini. According to our experience, the high cost pushers for raw materials, manufactured goods, and agricultural products are transport, energy like electricity, and cost of money. Kule kwetu tumechambua, tunaona kwamba vitu ambavyo vinapandisha gharama za vitu ni vitu vitatu: usafirishaji, umeme na mikopo kwenye bank. Kama unataka uchumi wako uendelee, lazima uangalie haya mambo matatu. Lazima gharama ya usafiri iwe ya chini, gharama ya umeme iwe ya chini. Umeme kwa night clubs sijali kama uko juu. If the electricity for night clubs is high, yule ambaye ataka kwenda kwenye night club aache. Lakini umeme kwa kiwanda lazima uwe chini. So these are the three cost pushers which I have seen myself: the cost of transport for goods, the cost of electricity, and the cost of money borrowed in banks. That's why Africa has been import-oriented. If you go to a bank, commercial bank, and you borrow money which is 20% interest, how will you manage to manufacture goods? How will you manage? Lakini uchenda Uchina na kuleta nywele za watu ambao walikufa zamani na kuleta perfumes unazuuza hapa kwa gari kali, you will pay back the loan from the bank, but the manufacturer will not manage. So this is really part of the liberation movement. If Africa does not address these, we shall be outpriced and our goods will not be competitive even within Africa. Even within Africa. This is now where the railway transport, water transport, the pipeline of petroleum products, and government-owned banks come in. That's why in Uganda, we privatized some banks, but we kept Uganda Development Bank under the government, the Housing Bank, Post Bank, and some other banks. Because we want banks which are not looking for high profits. We want banks which are looking for cost recovery and a modest profit, but mainly service delivery. Transformation, which His Excellency President Ruto was talking about. These banks, if they are government-owned, will not be looking for high profits. They will be looking at cost recovery, and moderate profits. They will give us what we need: low cost of transport, low cost of money, and low cost of electricity. The private sector can come in, but the government needs to agree with them about the prices that they charge. Our experience is that in these three crucial areas, especially the railway and electricity, for the banks, we kept our banks, government banks, to fund manufacturing. So if you want to go to commercial bank, wakuibie huko kwenda, you have no problem. But for manufacturing, UDB, Uganda Development Bank. But for the railway, you know, we had part of the problem of the meter gauge railway, that railway, the one of Naivasha, Molo, Eldoret. We had tried to privatize it. And that's how it got into problems. The private people were looking for high profits. That's how they got into all these problems. We have now taken it back. Private sector can come in the electricity, but we must agree beforehand about the prices. What prices are you going to charge per kilowatt hour? For the two, the railway and the electricity. Other things, I don't mind. Road transport, if the garam is too high, stay at home. Where are you going? But for the railway and electricity, they are the bone marrow of the economy. What do you call bone marrow in Swahili? Huh? Mtu wa mgongo. Waswahili hawana maneno ya kutosha. Nitawaletea maneno ya kule bara. Kwa Uganda tunasema musomyo, na kwa Kinyankole tunasema umshokoro. bone marrow. The bone marrow of the economy is electricity and transport, especially rail transport. So therefore, I'm very happy to be here to take part in this historic. I want to congratulate Kenya for struggling and bringing the railway from Mombasa to Nairobi, from Nairobi to Naivasha, now from Naivasha to here, and now from here to Malaba. We are going to push our part. We are already pushing our part from Malaba to Kampala, from Kampala to Kasese, Kasese to Mpondwe, linking with DRC. And then we are working on the railway from Tororo to Gulu to Nimule to Juba, and also on the line from Bihanga to Kigali, on the other a branch. So you people who have come here, you are, every one of you should take a picture of yourself here, because you are now part of history. Future generations will say, my grandmother was also here when Africa was waking up. Unajua shida ya Afrika ni kulala. Wanapenda kulala, mambo yanakwenda mbele ambao umelala. Lakini sasa mnaona tunaamka polepole. Kwa hiyo kulala kwa lugha wanasemaje? Nino. Kwa lugha kulala wanasemaje? Nino. Kwa actually tunasema nino. Okay, hiyo. Kwa hiyo namshukuru Rais Ruto kwa kazi nzuri amefanya kutualika hapa. Namshukuru ndugu yangu marehemu Raila Odinga na marehemu Mwai Kibaki walishughulika sana kuleta reli kutoka Mombasa, na Rais Uhuru, wote wametoa mchango kwa kusukuma project hii. So I congratulate His Excellency Ruto and the people of Kenya, and I am really happy, very happy with you. Thank you so much.